Welcome to today's mind-bending journey, where we dive deep into the chilling possibility that our entire existence is nothing more than a cosmic prison. Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what meets the eye? What if I told you that Earth might just be a giant farm, harvesting not crops, but our very spirits? In this explosive exposé, we uncover the top 5 red flags that suggest we are living on a prison planet, a place where every moment is a calculated move to drain us of our essence. From the memory wipes we undergo at birth to the relentless cycles of reincarnation and suffering, the evidence is too compelling to ignore. But it doesn't stop there. We're going to reveal how our very pain and emotions might be feeding cosmic entities, keeping us locked in an endless loop of exploitation. Are we all unwitting inmates in an astral penitentiary, or is there a way out of this matrix? Stay tuned as we peel back the layers of deception and control that have been hidden from humanity for millennia. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join us as we challenge the very foundations of our reality. Are you ready to wake up? Because after this, there's no going back. Today, we embark on an investigation into a startling theory. Our planet is not just a world where life happens to evolve. It's a prison designed to harvest the most powerful resource in the universe, our souls. Let's break down the top 5 red flags that hint at our planetary predicament. From our first breath, we arrive in this world as blank slates, bereft of memories from any past lives or understanding of why we exist. This erasure goes beyond mere happenstance. It is a deliberate mechanism of control designed to strip us of essential knowledge and keep us subservient and ignorant, perfect prisoners to unseen manipulators. Without this foundational memory, we are forced to rely on often contradictory external sources, history, science, religion, to define our reality. This dependency ensures we remain tethered to narratives that benefit those in control, perpetuating cycles of misinformation that shape our perceptions and behaviors from birth. This state of enforced ignorance breeds insecurity and existential uncertainty, which makes us susceptible to manipulation. We are kept in a constant state of searching, never fully understanding our spiritual origins or purpose, thus distancing us further from our true potential. The purpose of this memory wipe seems clear. It serves as a reset button to keep humanity in perpetual ignorance, ensuring each new life starts without the wisdom potentially gained in the past. This strategy not only controls our spiritual and intellectual growth, but also ensures we remain docile participants in a grander scheme, orchestrated by those who hold the reins of power. 2. Virtual realities, AI, simulations. As technology rapidly advances, it introduces a compelling question. Could our entire reality be a constructed simulation? The integration of virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and sophisticated simulations into our daily lives not only enhances the way we interact with the world, but also blurs the lines between what is real and what is fabricated. This seamless integration raises the unsettling possibility that we might be participants in a grand illusion, designed to engage us in a narrative that is far from the truth of our existence. The concept of living in a simulation goes beyond science fiction and enters the realm of plausible reality, especially when considering the sophistication of AI that learns from and predicts human behavior. If we can create virtual environments indistinguishable from reality and AI that can think and act like humans, isn't it possible that our own reality is a creation by higher intelligences? This hypothesis suggests that our perceived reality could be a controlled environment, a sophisticated digital construct tailored to keep us oblivious to the true nature of our existence. The implications of such a simulation are profound. In this simulated reality, every aspect of the world could be manipulated. politics, economics, social structures, all designed to maintain an equilibrium that feeds the requirements of a hidden agenda. Our emotional and psychic energies could be harvested by these constructs, fueling whatever entities or systems that reside beyond our sensory perceptions. This harvesting could be the very purpose of our engineered experiences, where human emotions and conflicts are not byproducts of life, but rather the essential resources for some unknown cosmic machinery. Moreover, if our reality is indeed a simulation, it challenges the very concept of free will and autonomy. Are our choices genuinely ours, or are they predetermined by the parameters set by the simulation's architects? This question, not only philosophical but also existential, as it touches on the essence of what it means to be human. We must then consider the possibility of breaking out of this simulation, identifying its boundaries, and ultimately the architects behind it. Understanding that our reality might be manufactured is the first step toward transcending its constraints and reclaiming our independence from the systems that seek to confine our spirits. 3. Prison, limitations of spirit. Our spirits, by their very nature, are boundless and free. Yet when we are born into physical bodies, we are immediately confined by the laws of nature and society. These restrictions impose limits on what we can achieve, both physically and spiritually, reducing our existence to a rigid cycle of work, consumption, and death. The physical world we inhabit becomes a cage that holds us back from realizing our full potential, keeping us tethered to a mundane and repetitive existence. The societal structures we live within only reinforce this imprisonment. From birth, we are taught to follow rules, adhere to norms, and accept the limitations imposed by authority. This constant pressure to conform prevents us from exploring the deeper realms of our spirit, narrowing our focus to survival in a material world. We are conditioned to believe that this cycle of labor and consumption is the only reality, leaving little room for spiritual growth or liberation. This confinement of spirit is so ingrained that most never realize their true nature or potential beyond the physical world. But once we recognize these limitations, we can begin to seek ways to break free, expanding our consciousness and reclaiming the boundless freedom our spirit was meant to experience. It's a journey of rediscovery, one that requires questioning the very systems that keep us in this cycle, and ultimately striving for a deeper connection to our spiritual essence beyond the physical and societal constraints. 4. Sleep and entropy. The need for sleep and the gradual decay of our bodies and environment suggest we are part of a system built around energy extraction. Sleep, often viewed as a natural biological function, may serve a more sinister purpose. Just as machines and batteries require recharging, our physical bodies appear to be designed to drain and then replenish energy that might not solely be for our own survival. This daily depletion, coupled with the inevitability of aging and entropy, raises the question of whether unseen forces benefit from the process. As we go through life, our energy slowly diminishes, leaving us vulnerable to physical and mental decay. This decay may not be just a natural progression, but part of a larger design that feeds off our vitality over time, ensuring that we remain weak and dependent. What if sleep is not just for our recovery, but for the reharvesting of our energy by external entities or systems? We may be unaware of what happens during those hours of unconsciousness, but our very need for sleep could be a mechanism to drain and sustain forces beyond our perception, much like a subtle form of energy farming. 5. Lack of disclosure, transparency, and consistency in major religions and sacred texts. The inconsistencies and secrecy found in major religious doctrines across the world raise serious concerns about the true intent behind them. Rather than providing clarity and unity, These religious texts often offer conflicting narratives that lead to confusion, division, and ultimately, conflict. These contradictions and the lack of transparency in religious teachings create an environment ripe for manipulation, where fear, doubt, and misunderstanding thrive. Religious conflict throughout history has fueled wars, persecution, and suffering on a massive scale, all of which generate powerful emotional energy, known in some circles as loosh, which may be harvested by unseen forces. This endless cycle of violence, justified by differing interpretations of sacred texts, becomes a tool not for spiritual growth, but for control and exploitation. Rather than uniting humanity, these texts have often served to divide, keeping people locked in a state of conflict and suffering. The question arises, if religions are meant to guide us spiritually, why is there so much inconsistency and hidden truth? This lack of clarity suggests that these doctrines may not be designed to liberate us, but to keep us trapped, generating the emotional energy that benefits external entities or systems. Instead of offering genuine spiritual freedom, they may be part of a larger mechanism of control that ensures humanity remains in a state of perpetual division and subservience. Conclusion. As we explore these signs, it becomes increasingly clear that the notion of Earth as a prison planet is not just science fiction, but a disturbing potential reality. What does this mean for us as individuals and as a collective? The answer lies in awakening to our true nature, questioning the constructs around us, and seeking pathways to spiritual sovereignty. It's time to see beyond the bars of our invisible cage and reclaim the freedom that is inherently ours. This journey begins with awareness, and it's up to each of us to spread this truth. If this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video, spark discussions, and challenge others to question the world we live in. Make sure to subscribe for more eye-opening insights and strategies to break free from the invisible chains holding us down. The first step to change is waking up, and together we can awaken the masses. Let's reclaim our power, one mind at a time.